with fashion. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what that marries art with fashion. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad?
Ray, how's this working out? Can you hear me? What's going on? Is this working? Let me know.
The world turned into chaos when they forced boys to wear a mask.
Hey. Look at that. You're there. I can't hear you though. Are you talking? Say something.
Test, test.
Okay, hey, you can hear me and I can hear you, right?
Yep.
We good. I'm going to tune back out and I'll see you in about an hour.
All right.
Peace.
The world turned into chaos when they sought to force to wear a mask. Indoctrination.
enter the age of undoing, I'm here to undo the idea that Satanism is not. It is a philosophy. Religion is where thought goes to die. Religion and its rules are dead. Satanism is alive and well. Satanism is a fluid thought that erodes constructs. Satanism, much like the Satanists, cannot be nailed to the wall. It is not a tombstone. It is not.
You can expect that I'm doing years of doing shit that shouldn't have been done. We're gonna curse the fuck out some shit. We're gonna spread some blood across the stage. I'm gonna be performing my fucking solo.
Everybody has a misconception that it's about, this evil, theistic fucking being that's going to harm you and hurt you. It's about evil energy. No, it's about your self-love and being able to love yourself and being okay with yourself and being able to persevere through your life without having the restrictions that man is indoctrinated into you in your mind as you've grown up. We've all been indoctrinated. From the time we're born to the time we die, we're indoctrinated. That is the way to break free of that thought. The adversary, the one who you're the opposition at that point, because you're going against everything you just want to teach yourself something, break free.
Now, to enter the age of undoing, what are you going to do? Thinking right now, as we gather on this Walpurgis to harvest the weekend we're all sharing. Undo that shit. Whatever it is, task. Mission. The
art with fashion. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what that marries art with fashion? But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what that marries art with fashion? But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what that marries art with fashion? But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what
Whoa. Is that my camera? I guess it is. I'm going to, it's not the camera I want, son of a bitch. Try this one. Oh, well. I'm going to try to play a video real quick. That's what I want to do here. And, you know, give me a break. Sharon will be on in a minute. Let's see if I can do this. There's the camera I want. Let's see if I can play a video real quick. Oh.
Enter the Witches Sabbath.
Satanism is less than free will. It's a duality to be good or evil. It's an ugly beauty. It's a bafflement. It's duality in its simplest form. It's me.
It's time to forget the spirit and embrace the flesh. As we enter the age of undoing, I'm here to undo the idea that Satanism is a religion. It is not. It is a philosophy. Religion is where thought goes to die. Religion and its rules are dead, and Satanism is alive and well. Satanism is a fluid thought that erodes constructs. Satanism, much like the Satanist, cannot be nailed to the wall. It is not a team sport. It is not.
And if you've joined something in the name of Satan, you've been tricked. Undo that shit.
You can expect an undoing of years of doing of shit that shouldn't have been done. We're gonna curse the fuck out some shit. We're gonna spread some blood across the stage. I'm gonna be performing my fucking soul out.
Everybody has a misconception that it's about, oh, this evil theistic fucking being that's going to harm you and hurt you, and it's about evil energy. No, it's about it's pure self-love and being able to love yourself and being okay with yourself and being able to persevere through your life without having the restrictions that man is indoctrinated into you in your mind as you've grown up. We've all been indoctrinated from the time we're born to the time we die. We're indoctrinated. We're taught a certain type of way to think. That is the way to break free of that thought and be the adversary, be the one, you're the opposition at that point, because you're going against everything you've been taught. To teach yourself something, break free from that.
Now, as we enter the age of undoing, what are you going to undo? Think it right now, as we gather on this Walpurgis and harvest the energy that we are all sharing. Undo that shit. Whatever it is that you need to undo that shit.
That wasn't so bad. I'm going to show another video. This is the first Witches Sabbath that happened. And it was, let's say, exciting to say the least. It was 18 cop cars showed up, no joke. And 2 cop helicopters above the event. And the domestic terrorism task force turned up. I'm trying to be quiet because I hear I talk very loud. So maybe I should be louder. I don't know. But I'm going to try to do this again. Let's see. Yeah, you know, last night had nothing but technical difficulties. I don't know what happened, you know, but tonight's not so bad, huh? It's working. All right, we're going to go back and one more video. One more.
Sabbath, an event put on by Shane Bugbee. It's a satanic event. There's going to be a black mass. I mean, some of you who don't understand Satanism, maybe like Shane Bugbee. It's a satanic event. There's going to be a black mass. I mean, some of you who don't. Fucking helicopters surrounded us, man.
I love it. I'm proud of that. Let me see. Did anyone tune in? Oh, there's some people here. Let me see if I could see the questions. Oh, look at that. God Bombs is here. God Bombs is going to be at this year's Witches Sabbath. Can you hear me? God Bombs will be at this year's Witches Sabbath. It's quiet when Shane talks. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, this fucking hair of mine. What are you going to do? Spoken audio is quiet and video loud, making this downright painful to listen to. Oh, jeez. Get out of here. Is it really that loud? Is it really that quiet? Let me get louder. Is that better? Can you hear me now? I think you can. Okay. Which event did the terrorist task force? Witches Sabbath #1, the first one. Yeah, I just boosted the spoken levels. This is how low is it? Is it really that bad? I'll turn down quiet as fuck. Well, let me check the mics. Let me check. Okay, I really appreciate that. How's this? How's that? Better? Jason Miller, let me hear it. Am I better? Test. Now is it quiet? I'm asking right now. Right now. Now, is it quiet? Is it quiet now? You're not going to answer me. I'm going to sit here and ask if I'm... It is? Still? I have no idea what the problem is. This is what we get. I'll play a video and try to fix this. How's that? That's what I'm going to have to do here. What video do you want to see? What did we show? Tell me. I got something. It's I don't know what to play for you real quick. How about just Carla LaVey real quick?
Oh man, like that's just, you know, but that's where we left it. You were talking about Rasputin, but you told me to remind you about a story about, let me see, Maria Rasputin.
Yeah, that we have a chair that was sent to my father from an antique dealer in Los Angeles.
I know the chair.
And reportedly, this was verified by Maria Rasputin herself that it had been in the palace. And my father, after that, he always said, well, Carla, you're going to be the one, just like Maria Rasputin. When I'm gone, you're going to be the one that's going to know if this was really in the house. And so, I mean, obviously it's true because I was there before, during. So if anything was ever in the house, I certainly knew about it. And nothing should have been taken from the house. If it was, I would know about it. And anything that has been surreptitiously taken since, I know about that too. So I just wanted it to be known that anything that anybody should find that if they've been told it's something from our house, it probably isn't. And if it is, it would have a certificate.
Right. And so much like the war.
So we're saying that someone's saying the chat is not updating for me and the audio is fine now. Is that what I'm hearing? Let them know on Facebook. Sending the powers of Satan to Shane. Work YouTube. YouTube's working. The feds are everywhere, aren't they? Yeah, so Witches Sabbath. Let me show you this wonderful poster. Signed by Carla. We're going to make some more of those, something like that. This one's even better. Let me show you this one. Look at that. We're going to make some wonderful ones like that for this year. Hey, Lucy. Lucy Vaughn's going to be there. I keep looking over here. You know, it's hard when I look at myself. I just want to sit there and play with my hair and stuff. This is not easy. Sounds good to me. Okay, good. Adam has a secret. Very good, Adam. I'm glad you have a secret. Looks like I have two mics going on. That's very good. I hear that Sharon LaVey is going to be here in 3 minutes. She's listening to this right now, getting ready. And she's probably like 3 minutes, like 33 minutes. No, I'm sure she's going to be. Thanks for texting me, by the way, about the audio. Yeah, this year's Witches Sabbath is going to be on a Tuesday, April 30th and May 1st. It's really shaping up to be real exciting. The video you saw for the first one pales in comparison, I think, to what's going to happen this year. You know, we will only know until it's over, but the energy of the people working on it this year is just as great as the first one. The second one was more of a memorial service for Stanton. So it was it was a different mood. It was cool. It was really cool. But it was a different mood. Oh, thank you. I'm so pretty. Thank you. I thank you. I'm very pretty. Okay. Thank you for saying I'm pretty. Yeah. I got to figure out what to do with my hair. You know, it's very, you know, almost looks like a mullet at this point. This is what happens. You get older and, you know, sometimes you lose some of your hair. I lost all of mine. No, but the second one it was cool, but I barely wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it, you know. But Sharon is a very strong-willed person. The show must go on. She pushed forward and did it, and pulled me along actually. And so, but I'm really looking forward to this year, especially the blood burlesque. Hello, Rabbit Den Television. Hello. You ever do this on like Zoom or anything, Skype, Zoom or any of these things? I'm talking to my therapist and I go like this to him and balloons pop up. And it's like, what in the fuck? I asked the dude, I'm like, what if I was about to jump off the bridge and I'm crying my head off and I think you're making fun of me? He goes, yeah, that's happened before. Someone's crying. Anyway,
I digress. Yeah, so this year I'm looking forward to the Blood Burlesque, very much so. And I don't know if you heard the music that was playing as the timer was going out, but that's DJ Witch House, and he's one of the main. He's really taken care of scheduling a lot of the acts that are going to be a part of this year. And I'm really stoked about it, especially like there's Pagan Rituals, one band that's playing Pagan Ritual and God Bombs. And they're both incredible bands. I hope you look them up online. They're very different bands, but the idea is that it's going to be like a DJ plays for a good chunk of time. It's going to be more of a dance party. Then a band will play like a song or two. We don't want to have a band go 45 minutes because it's just like a big masturbate. It's too much. We're coming there to dance and have fun. So they're going to play a couple songs in between the DJs, and boom, 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 and the DJs will go. And plenty of, booze, I'm sure of it. I think it's free or something like, we have to work that out. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it's, we got to work it out. I'm not sure what I can say on this. But everything's going to be absolutely legal and above the board, legal, proper. Jason Miller. Yeah, me too, man. I'm looking forward to the burlesque show as well. There's going to be a lot more. The thing that you can't buy to get into. Well, this show is going to be very unique. It's sculpted by artists, not promoters. And so it's like it's an art project in and of itself. So it's very unique. But the most unique thing about it is going to be a real satanic ritual from, Sharon LaVey is going to be leading the ritual. I'm going to be part of it. When you have the real deal in the room, it's a big deal. It's a historic moment. And you don't get to pay to be a part of that stuff too often. And, so that's probably the most special, the special thing about this event. And, oh, fuck, I wish I would have, who's asking? Hey, Justin, I'm gonna text. Okay, I'm gonna send. Okay, you want to come on right now? We're gonna have God Bombs come on. But the biggest thing about this is a satanic ritual, and we're custom making the robes. I'm sorry, I'm looking at all this fucking text and everything. Custom making robes, stuff like that. So it's really going to be sharp. You'll if you're 20 years old, you're going to see it. If you live to 80, you're going to see that ritual for 60 fucking years into history. They'll show that video everywhere for 60 fucking years. It's going to be that. That's what we're doing. And you can be a part of that. So I'm hoping Justin's going to call. He said he wants to chime in. I'm hoping that's the case. I got someone above me, a neighbor, fucking listening. It's like, it gets me nuts. We can't sell drinks at the venue, so it's going to be free. I don't think so. You going to call in, Justin, or what? Justin, you should use Google, too. Google to do that. Yeah. So that's the idea. And today we're going to be drawing a winner for the everyone to help share that flyer. And if you're helping share that flyer, we're going to really appreciate it. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to raffle this. This is going to be the next raffle, but that's going to be April 30th. And that's a poster that I sell for $250. Okay, so I'm going to raffle one of those off. I'll tell you right, tonight, you want to buy one for me for $100, you can Venmo me. I'll do that. That's what I'll do. I hear Sharon LaVey is going to be calling in soon. That's what I hear right there. It says, I'm calling in soon. What does soon mean, though? You see how the trick of the witch? Calling soon. And then I ask her, why was it 3 hours ago that you said you were calling? Well, soon in Australia is 3 hours. I was going by Australian soon. It's not specific. Bring my flask. Got it. Yeah, right. That's what you do. That's what I prefer. That's me. You don't really want to drink with me. Well, maybe you do, but I get radical and I drink a lot. When I drink, I don't drink too much. But when I drink, I got something I'll show you. Speaking of overindulging, this is a box I made. is full of weed canister when weed first became legal in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, God bombs is calling. Of course, when I'm showing myself. Okay, let me get you on here. Let's see how we can do this. You gotta give me a second, brother. Let's see. Come on. Oh, it's fucking locked. Okay, gotta unlock. Boom. There you are.
What's up?
Hey, bud. What's up is me trying to wrangle this fucking app. No, I can't see. Oh, that way I can see myself. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, it's good to see you. What is this? My new camera? Okay, there we are. I'm doing good. How about you? Oh, you said good. Are we doing good or we're doing great? I tried.
Fucking great, man. I just fucking worked out. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling alive. I'm excited for y'all to come and to celebrate again.
Excellent. Yeah. I was going to say I try not to use the word good too much in satanic company. I try to say, oh, we're doing great, but what are you going to do? Good is the word. My friend here from God Bombs, he played the first show. Star Daddy is the name that he went by then, so I'm going to call him that right now. I deal with so many people with code names, and especially adult entertainers. They're like, don't ever tell my real name. So I try to keep it to the pen name or the stage name. And so this is Star Daddy. If he wants to give out his real name, he will. But Star Daddy did a solo act for the second Witches Sabbath, and it was really great. It was one of the, I shouldn't say anything's better, but this is what are we going to do? We're talking stratification, Satanism. It was one of the better performances for me. I really appreciated his performance and really excited that he's going to do this year. That's a big deal. And if you saw the progress from this full year, I want to say this young man, I'll tell my age. We look very similar in age. I'm sure of it. I've seen his progression over a year, and it's like, I don't know. I would probably hate to work with this guy in a band because it looks like he's like, you're out of the band, you're out. I need better, I need more, but it just keeps getting better and better, his band. And it looks like right now, it looks like something that you would see on tour, like a national band. Like you look really good your whole band looks great and they sound great. And your drummer looks, he sounds phenomenal. That new drummer son.
Yeah, that's Angel Nightmare, who I've been working with for a while, and I'm glad that he's part of the band now.
Nice. Tell me about your videos that you just made. Which is the last video you have? And tell me about the person in there. I don't want to misdescribe anything, so I want you to describe this.
So we just put out a new video called Ghost in the Machine, which features a performer from the show Dragula. And their name is Neohuru X. It's a Chinese drag performer. And she's the winner of the new season of Dragula, which is a really big show. If anyone's seen it, it combines horror and gothic imagery with traditional drag imagery. And their performers on there are really talented. So we were able to work with the winner of the newest season and another performer named Abora, who was featured on prior seasons. Abora did the art direction for the video. So if you guys want to see it, it's called The God Moms Ghost in the Machine.
Very good. What did you think about last year's Witches Sabbath? What was your you come in, and what I saw of you, your eyes were like wide open. I remember you were just like sort of to yourself, with your partner, your friend, and you were just sort of like taking it all in. And that's what I kept seeing from you. And so what was your take?
I loved it. I was spellbound by it. I mean, it was everything that I wanted it to be. I love Satanism. I've never really, it was my first time really interacting with original members of the Church of Satan, and it was everything I wanted it to be. Like, all the people there were really cool. It was like the best contacts, some of the weirdest, most eccentric people that I've met so far in LA. The venue was really awesome. It was very artsy and underground, and it had this cult vibe to it. The ritual was really cool. It was just like all the coolest people in one room. And it was very alive. Like, just it was just a great community of people that are just, you could tell it's like individualistic, not people that are trying to fit into any one thing. It's like pure individuals, which is exactly what I would expect at a satanic event.
Well, real. When you do like you're saying the Church of Satan. Even though I'm a nomad as far as this goes, you know. But I'm the last person Anton LaVey made a priest in the Church of Satan, so that never goes away. That's a high honor, and no one gets to take that from me. But I beef with everyone except you, except everyone on the show.
We went in there knowing that, and that was like one of the things that was so exciting. We were like so excited to meet you and just be involved, and it totally lived up to the hype and beyond of like meeting you. As soon as I met you, you were like, "Here, you just gave me a box," and I opened the box, and it just had like the coolest stuff in it, like all these crazy custom jewelry and T-shirts and stickers and patches, and I'm still like using that stuff to decorate a lot of the stuff that I own, that I make. Like I make clothing and I use a lot of those patches and stuff that you gave me. So I was just blown away. It was like a lot of times when you meet people, it's anticlimactic, and it was the opposite with meeting you and the group that you had there.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, I saw one of I think the necklaces in one of your videos.
Yes.
I forget which one though. You'd have to say the name.
It was in a video called Heaven's Gate, which is another video that we put out recently.
Yeah, that's always great. I see my jewelry and videos, and it was great. Yeah, I'm glad you explained it like that. And I tell you, like, it's funny when you talk about like the first thing you mentioned is Church of Satan members and stuff like that. And I've been doing events for like now with using the Church of Satan stuff for like 13, 14 years, maybe even 2 decades. I don't know. I've forgotten more than I don't know. Most know at this point. And I remember like putting that on a flyer. Like official Church of Satan members from the Church of Satan will be at this event, just to fucking bullshit, see if it would. And people turned up. People turned up because it's like they turned up, and it wasn't only members. It was people who are interested, want to know what's going on, and it's such a secretive kind of thing to a lot of people. So it's interesting to them, and that's what I'm saying. Like for this thing, it's for the Witches Sabbath that we're doing. I think the most interesting thing, and I shouldn't say most, because it's like everyone has their own perspective, interpretation of things and perspective. But I know for a fact the hardest thing you're ever going to be able to get into is a real satanic ritual. You can throw one yourself, but you're not going to be able to get into one with like people like Sharon or me. We're really selective about what we do and how we do things, and so. And we're working really hard on it. I mean, Sharon has been working on what she's doing this year since last year. So it's a full year in the works. Like I said, we're having robes made, and like for the women, for not just women, for some of the women, they're going to have like a hood and it'll stop here, it'll tie here, but then it won't be a full robe. It'll just be like a cape or a collar kind of with a hood, a collarish hood. But I'm telling you, it's really, I wish I could show it on here. I can show it on my phone maybe at some point. I'll show it off my phone. But that's what I'm stoked about more than anything. Oh, hey, last year, did you see the people stabbing their arms?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It was a lot of weird, freaky stuff, and that's exactly what I expected going in, and I definitely got it. And I loved it. And it felt, like you said, it had this charm, it had this authenticity to it that... Oh, that's cool.
See, that's part of it. That's the back of it. Now this is the first time I'm showing the color of it. You know what's weird about this? So the artist sends me, the artist I'm working with, I send him ideas and we go back and forth. And when I do professional stuff, I do artwork all the time. But when I do pro stuff, I usually enlist a professional to do it because it takes me out of, it takes it out of my head and I just give them the idea. So here's the sketch of it.
Oh, cool.
And so I didn't know what color he's going to do. So he's like, I'm getting all the designs in black and white and stuff. And he's like, you want me to add color? And I said, yeah, let me see if I can hit that color with the fabrics I have and stuff like that. So someone asks me, what colors are the robes going to be? And it's the night before he turns in that color thing. And I go, what I want is turquoise or pink. I want to mix a turquoise or a pink. I want to do something that's not black or yellow, something else. And so the next day he turns in that artwork with the turquoise. And I'm like, did I tell you I want a turquoise? He's like, no. And I'm like, I sent him the email or a message I sent to someone else. I want turquoise or pink. So it was just, I don't know, magical. How do you like that? I'll say magical.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really excited for this year, and I'm glad that you guys are coming back and we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, man. Anything else you have? Anything else you want to add here? Let's see your kid. Let's see your pussy.
Right here.
That's the yin. What?
His name is Sage.
Sage. Sage
Sage is
advice.
white.
Yeah, you have the yin and the yang cats.
Yeah, I have my yin yang. This is actually a fan made this artwork of them.
Oh, nice. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, the black one's right here. He's listening. But yeah, I mean, I just I can't wait for it. It was a blast last year. I know it's going to be even bigger, even better this year. And I'm excited to be performing with the God Bombs. For those just tuning in, my name is Justin Symbol, and I'm the singer of the God Bombs. It's like an industrial punk group here in Los Angeles. And last year I did perform as under the name Star Daddy, which is an alter ego, an alias that I use, which is like a satanic reference. And yeah, so that last year was like kind of a trap music performance, but this year is going to be the full band. And we have two new members in the band, Angel Nightmare and Raven on the guitar. So I'm really excited for the new lineup, and yeah, and we're going to play some new material too.
Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to sign out, and that's good. Unless you got something else to say about Witches Sabbath, you got anything else? We're going to do something May 1st, too. We're going to do something May 1st, but I don't know if, we've been talking about doing something anyway.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing, you guys are going to be doing some Q&A with like a book release. Is that right?
That's right. Oh, yeah, good. I'm glad you brought that up. You're a good co-host. Look at that wonderful book. You can buy this right now. It's a very good book.
It's beautiful. Yeah, the artwork on your stuff is amazing. Like, I remember you had some kind of magazines, I think. It was like something between a book and a magazine last year. And it was just awesome looking.
If you buy that book right now and send me a receipt, I'm going to send you one of these drawings.
Awesome.
I don't know if you can see them. They're all different, but yeah, there you go.
Is that period blood?
Yes, it is. I have my period every 3 months. As I get older, it's getting less and less. So, when do you have yours? You men have periods.
We do, yeah.
We have attitudes once a month, it seems. I feel like we do. We just don't, from what I understand in science, we all start with the vagina and then something else grows. So that's something we have to accept.
We all came from a womb.
But don't we start with the vagina? Isn't that how it goes? As an embryo?
You're the doctor here.
I am. And I'm going to be giving exams at the event. That is totally free. Exams is totally free. You just come up and say you need one, and I'm giving it to you.
I have a bunch of people that are very interested in this event, and I'm excited to spread the word about the event. And I know a lot of people that are super interested in the Church of Satan. I think it's taken on kind of a mythical status at this point in pop culture.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that you were involved in directly in it is it's huge. It's everything. I think there's a lot of people that want to learn from what you have to offer.
I'll tell you, 30 years ago when I met Anton LaVey, Dr. LaVey, it was nothing like it was today. It was nothing like it. And then when I helped do the Satanic Temple, I have an impeccable imagination, and I could have never imagined it reaching the heights that it has today. And it's a little misunderstood because of the Satanic Temple, but nonetheless, it's cool that people are grasping at a different idea than in God we trust.
And how do you think it's different from the original?
What's different than the original?
No, I mean, you said that like it's nothing like it. What like when you got into it, it wasn't like it is now.
Well, like you wouldn't see Baphomet T-shirts everywhere. You wouldn't see it every all over the place. You just didn't see it everywhere. It was a real rare thing. But tattoos were really rare then. It was biker culture. Tattoos were for people who were outlaws, pirates, and people that, like, they were saying, fear me, walk on the other side of the street. It wasn't about being, and it became acceptable. And so we're talking about counterculture, subcultures, things that are turned their back on culture. And when they bubble up and become part of culture, they sort of, like graffiti or anything, it just becomes a different thing because it becomes used for commerce. It becomes to sell ideas. Right now with the Satanic Temple, they're using it to control political narratives, or try to control political narratives. And there's no political ideals in Satanism, unless you consider that everything you do in life is a political act, from shopping at a certain store to what you wear outside. And I believe that's true, but it's a different kind of political act versus being part of the culture or status quo. That LaVey turned his back. Anton LaVey turned his back on the status quo. He turned his back on culture and said, "Oh, you're going to call us sinners? That's great. We're going to create our own world. We're going to imagine our own world. We're going to turn our backs on you, and everyone's welcome. All the sinners are welcome in my camp." And so it's a lot. It's different now in that regard. And the same with Peter Gilmore of the Church of Satan. He's made it more of a he's a different class of person. Anton LaVey was a fry cook for a long time and an artist. Peter Gilmore comes from money, and he's a different. Peter's a smart guy. He can explain Satanism real well, but he's just a different kind of guy than Anton. So when when I was dealing with Anton direct, face to face, he was a famous person, and when I went to meet him, he was a famous person. When I left, I understood he was like a legend. Like, I was like, wow, that guy is really special person. Like, he's really smart. He lives what he says. It's not an act to him. It wasn't an act. He did some theatrics, but it was the real deal with him. And to realize, you realize, wow, that person is a 1,000-year person. He's going to be remembered for 1,000 years or more. And people try to duplicate his style, but they can't. He did something, whatever he did with all of his huckster, all of his theatrics, it can't be duplicated by anyone. It's like really, and people try and they look really bad doing it. And so that's why you have to veer away and do something that's totally your own, unique. And I think that might be the element that people are missing, is that he did something very unique to his vision, like an artist. And like yourself as an artist, when you do something very unique and then people start copying you, it gets degraded and it's less, and you can hear the sound of like Marilyn Manson in 1,000 bands, but they're not Marilyn Manson. And you can see the influence of Anton LaVey in 1,000 groups, but they're not him. And whatever he did, from the photos, how he did it worked. And I talked to some old counterculture people. I work with like Black Panthers and Yippies and all people that came out of that moment where it was real theatrical. And I asked them, like, how did that, and they're like, oh, when we all did this, LaVey popped. LaVey became famous like that. He was huge real quick, and they struggled to get TV press and stuff like that, but he became famous quick. He was they were like, he was the biggest thing on the scene. He was a superstar immediately. So he did something that I don't think he can duplicate, and I think the reason is because it came from him. He didn't look around and go, I'm going to duplicate all this stuff. I don't know. I wish I had the answer to it. I really do. I'd do it then.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was like a living, breathing ideology, and like you said, he embodied that ideology, and like I've listened to a lot of his recordings and like the sermons that he delivered, and you can tell he really meant it, and it was an aesthetic. I mean, that whole thing with the organ, playing the organ, and the creepy music, and then the voices all reverberating, and the costumes they wore and stuff. It was like it kind of has this classic aesthetic to it that it's timeless. And like I was listening to one of his albums, and then like in the end of it, there's this weird music that's like it's almost like industrial sounding, and it has like trumpets and stuff, and it just, I don't know, it was like a war soundtrack, and he's like preaching over it, and it was just awesome. I mean, it's just it's just Satanism has a very strong aesthetic, and even his image and the colors, black and red, the shaved head, the outfits. It's just it all came together, and yeah, I think like the Satanic Bible has become a huge cornerstone of counterculture. Like I remember growing up, all the rebellious kids had the Satanic Bible, and it was like one of the things that was just it was like omnipresent in the counterculture of my youth, you know.
Yeah, it's cool to be a part of it. To be a part of that history is cool. But I'm a part of a few histories, so I'm cool. That's what happens. That's why LaVey got me involved.
Yeah. And the stuff that you did with serial killers, and I mean that was way ahead of its time too. It's like you said, now you turn on Netflix and it's all Satanism and serial killers.
I know.
But when you were delving into that stuff, it was like completely fringe.
Oh, absolutely fringe. And then you were looked at like a crazed person. And even though it's very reasonable to look into human nature, I think a lot of times that becomes a class issue too. I see everything from a class perspective. And I think a lot of times
that's a good perspective.
What was that?
People are by a lot of political bullshit, but really what it really comes down to is class.
Yeah, and I think when poor people do something, or people that are working class, let's say, okay, I'm gonna, who's that say? All right, hey, I'll talk to you, and I'm gonna try to get this phone call in, okay?
Okay.
Wait, they just hung up. What the fuck? Fuck them. Okay. Like I said, I think when working class people try to do something, and they do something, culture vultures come in and steal it. They take those ideas and refine them to broadcast, to make money off them. And I think working class people are doing it as an exploration of, to understand stuff. All right, my man, I'm going to talk to you later.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Hang up. I don't know how to hang you up. All right, Sharon, give me a second. Oh, look at you. Hey, you made it.
Hi.
Hello. I got to say,
I can't really see myself. I'm a little like, I don't know.
You look great. I can see yourself. You look great.
Okay. That's what matters.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look great. Wonderful. Hey, great to see you. It's been great.
How do I see myself?
You have to go to a therapist for that. I don't know. I can show. I don't know. I could send you a picture. You look great. I don't know how to see yourself. Can you see me?
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Are you able to see me?
Yeah, I can see you big.
That's good. That's really what counts.
I'll just open up something over here. Yeah, talk for a minute.
Okay, I'm going to say, someone put in the chat that Peter Gilmore is a leftist. He's not, and you don't know that you're wrong. That 100% wrong. I know exactly who he is. So your interpretation is something. Maybe it's skewed. You don't like the guy. Maybe he upset you or gave you grief, stepped on your toes, so you want to see him as something he's not. But he's not a leftist. I can guarantee you that. Okay, how you doing? Can you see yourself?
Oh, okay.
You look great. We're having fun. I know you're having fun doing it. What?
I'll let you know when I'm good.
Okay. You're great. Can you see chat? Yes, I can. Hi, Sharon. This is Winter. Hi, Sharon. How's Satan?
Well, okay. I think I see sort of.
If you want to see yourself, why don't you tune in on YouTube on your phone or something and not bother with this technical stuff like you're trying? Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Maybe it'll slow down your Wi-Fi. All right. Well, Sharon is here, and we're going to be talking to her in a second. You're framed nice. It's perfect.
Okay. Thanks. But I can't see anything right now because I wasn't I don't know. I don't know how to do this type of thing. I'm more of like the web design person. I'm good at staying behind the camera.
Well, you look good in front of the camera, and you know the power symbol looks good on you. Look at that, and you
Yeah,
sell
this is my one of a kind pink one that Stanton made for me. It's the only pink one.
That's it, and you sell them on Baphomet X. Just like I got.
Yeah, the red ones are available. There's yours.
Look at that nice box. Yeah. You ready yet, Sharon?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Great. So let's talk. What are you looking forward to on the Witches Sabbath this year? Huh?
Well, just being in LA with my LA friends, and it's sort of like my second home or third home. I have a few different homes around the world, but I consider LA one of my main places that I have a lot of friends there. So mostly just seeing my friends.
What about the event? Are you looking forward to anything at the event?
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to seeing you, of course.
How about that great ritual?
Sorry, I told you I wasn't ready. One moment. Can you keep talking about until I tell you I'm ready?
I can. How's
Okay,
this?
thanks. Do that for a minute.
How's this? I say we go to watch it. I don't know who's been here, but we're going to play a movie real quick. How's that?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Maybe not. Not that movie.
I can call right back in a few.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go. Sharon's going to call back in, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on. Lucy, how you doing? How many people here? 20. Lucy, you want to call up real quick? Come on, Lucy. I'm going to text Lucy. Just give me a second. Hey, I'm going to tell you about my new book, The Founding of the Satanic Temple. Look at this epic fucking book. If you're at all studying about Satanism, this is what you want. It's way beyond the Satanic Temple. Way beyond. Let's see if I can get Lucy to call up. Yes, Lucy. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Then we could have 3 people on, I think. Let's see if Lucy calls. Lucy Vaughn is going to be part of the ritual as well. And she's been helping us out with the planning and plotting of the Witches Sabbath. Suppose I could play some of those videos. You look beautiful. Just hope you can see chat. I know she looks great. I don't know what happened. You know, maybe Lucy's going to call, maybe not. I guess these are delayed. I'm just getting these things. Okay. Anyway, if anyone in those chats have any questions about the Witches Sabbath, ask away. But I guess it's delayed, so that's tough. Maybe I got a different movie I could play for you. Maybe this. Let's try this one. This is an interview I did with a gentleman from Behemoth.
Yeah, if you line up like 10 people here, you know, and ask for a definition of what art is, you're gonna probably get 10 different definitions.
To show that marries art with fashion. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? And what's more, this art is washable.
So it's probably definable, you know, but I just know that I'm dealing with art on an everyday basis, and the stuff that I create, I consider it art. But if you ask me, just give me a definition. To be honest, I'm like, fuck definitions, you know. Let's just stop analyzing everything, trying to put everything in words and definitions and labels. You know? I mean, to be honest, I'm like so bored with that kind of stuff. Like, art is there in the street. Go out and see. You'll see your definition. You know what? Probably to most of questions, or like I'm more and more like that. You know, like the more you ask, the more I'll be like, you know what? Just experience what I do on stage. Read the lyrics. Just make up your mind. Because I don't know. You know, the McDonald's culture here and stuff, you know, I mock that officially, and I have no respect for that whatsoever. But that is one thing that you see in the street. It's like the first thing you see in the street is a big fucking, it's this plastic culture. But there is a deeper meaning there. I mean, there's people who are super creative, who actually go very much against that current, you know what I mean? There's a lot of rebels in America, you know? And I dare to say that heavy metal is part of this tendency or a trend, or I don't know how to call it, but it actually encourages people to rebel against the plastic culture. So there's a huge space, you know, to be fulfilled with something very creative and some intelligent substance. You know what I mean? Maybe art, but maybe some other stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to again, you know, we come back to this definition, to define my artistic spirit. Fucking damn it, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to buy it, you know, from which side, you know, how to put it all together. I just don't know it, you know. But I know how to do it. I mean, like how to express it, you know, without words, just on a carnal and spiritual level, you know, without using words, because I just feel very limited by this, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty much becoming more and more like him, you know. It's like, this is it, here's my piece, here's my record, you know, here's my show. Just enjoy it as much as you can, and if you don't, you know, I don't care, you know, but this is it. Someone said that the most perfect copy of Mona Lisa is not as perfect as, you know, a child's, you know, crippled, you know, drawing, you know. And there's more art and more creativity in this primitive drawing of a, you know, toddler than in a perfect copy of Mona Lisa painting. And I like that, you know what I mean? I had it like a few years ago.
Hey, okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh,
Somehow
what the
I
fuck?
got to this
Okay, let me
point in
test
life,
this.
it's not to me.
Let's see if we can get this going. Guest one. Lucy. Sharon has hung up again. Okay. Yeah, motherfucker. Hello, Lucy. How are you?
Ciao. How are you, Shane?
Very good. Very good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm smiling big. I'm looking at you.
Mwah.
Oh, great, great,
I've
great.
been listening to the show. It's so good right now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Everything
good.
we've been talking about is great.
Oh, good, good, good.
I'm so excited I'm so excited for the festival this year, the Witches Sabbath.
Yeah. Well, what are you? What
It's
are you?
gonna be great.
Let me hear about what you're excited about for this year. Like what? Like you've heard, you're an insider. You're working with us on it. You're helping build it. So tell me.
Mhm. I'm excited for like the bloodbath ritual, for not the ritual, the the burlesque show, and then the ritual. Like the ritual was cool last year, but like this year it's gonna be off the charts. Like I'm excited for like the whole the outfits that you're making for us. Like it's gonna be off the chain. And then
Have
we
you?
also have like some other, we have like actual real witches. We're not bringing in people that are just like hired help. Like it's all real, all legit, all real legitimate witches, practicing witches. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Exactly. What you just said, real witches. I'm trying to deal with this nonsense here. No, it's not nonsense. It's stuff about people
I'm
coming.
excited. You know what
Let me
though,
take
Shane?
your
I'm
photo.
excited to
Smile.
like,
No, I'm joking.
I'm like really excited to feel the energy this year. Like that the venue, like the energy gets intense in there, especially we have people like shoving needles in their skin and there's like bloodshed and all this stuff. Like the energy just builds and builds and builds. So this year the show's gonna like is way bigger and so much more thought put into it this year. So the energy's gonna be like something you take on, that energy you're gonna take with you for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Exactly. I was talking to you about that on your show, Lucy Vaughn, and it was like the idea is to sculpt the event that is sculpt with energy. The bands, the people who are performing, the people who are helping with the ritual. It's all about the energy that we put off, the energy they put into their performances and stuff like that. When I did the first one, I spent a whole year finding bands that were like not just good performers, but they really put off this energy. Like they want it. They want everything. They want it now. They were like, and so I think we may have had too much of that because it attracted all that entered the law. It really was a hell of an event, but no one at that event's going to forget it. I mean, we had thousands of people turn up to a place that fit maybe 400 people. They were like coming in from there, and the police blocked off the neighborhood. They blocked off the whole area, and people were walking in and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is great. It was really great. But it was that energy that did it, and that's the most important thing with this event is to make sure do it like you said with real witches. People understand what they're doing, understand how to redirect and play with energies. And so anyone who is involved in it, I mean, not involved, but anyone who comes to this event is going to leave with something they're never going to forget. It's not, but it's going to be something that it's not about, they're never going to forget. They're never going to forget the feeling, this stuff. Like you said, I think you said there was something about, we talking about standing ovations. You said something about passing out ovations. What was it?
A fainting
Faint,
ovation.
there you go.
Fainting ovation.
Because they were sticking needles in their arms and stuff, and we had. Oh, that was so.
Through their face, like it was crazy. And then I forgot her name, but she was such a trooper. Like after she's like, oh, see, it's just like a little dot. Your skin stretches back. But you know what's something like I remember? I think it was Anton LaVey, or maybe it was one of the other guys. I forgot something Shrek. He was always talking about like even if you're not participating in the ritual, the fact that you're there witnessing means that you're part of it, and like there's gonna be changes happening in you in your life.
Right. Well, anything Shrek says, someone else had said it better before him. If you're talking about Nicholas Shrek, I haven't heard him say too much that's original. But that's me. I'm serious.
What are you looking forward to?
The beheading of Nicholas Shrek. No, I'm joking. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I beef with everyone.
Now you're opening up a whole nother words.
I beef with everyone. I'm ready to beef with everyone. What I'm looking forward to is the bloodbath burlesque. I'm looking forward to the sculpture of the event. I gotta say, I don't know if any one thing will stand out if this is sculpted right. I know the Witch House DJ is really put his a lot into making sure it's the right people playing. And I think, I want to see Pagan Ritual, this band Pagan Ritual. I love black metal, so I'm really into the theatrics of black metal. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, give me a second here. All right,
Bring
Sharon.
Sharon on.
Yeah,
You
we're
can't
gonna.
have a party without Sharon here.
Here we go. Hey, there you are. Look at,
Hey.
there you go. Hey, look at
It's
Hey,
Sharon.
just confusing
Sharon.
because I can't see Rachel, and hopefully I will get used to this.
Up,
Well,
I
I
don't.
can't see you. Sharon, I can't see you either, so we're fair. We're square.
Oh, okay.
But we can hear each other. It looks good. You'll be able to see it on the recap tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So we were just talking about what we're gonna, what we're gonna enjoy about the event, and and Lucy was explaining, about the energy and stuff like that. I was saying I'm looking forward to the event total because I think DJ Witch House is playing with us in the right way, where he's sculpting the event to have a vibe. He's picking DJs and other artists that would vibe with us, and I listen to all their music and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is going to be really great. And DJ Witch House is making his own music for it. So what do you, Sharon? What are you looking forward to in this event? Besides seeing your friends, I mean, is there any particular thing that you're excited about seeing?
Yeah, I'm just excited about the whole thing. I'm excited to see the whatever bands Gordy is bringing in. I don't really like black metal, but it'll be interesting to see what he's brought to the lineup. That's kind of exciting.
There's only one black metal band playing, and none of the bands are going to play for a full set. They're just going to play songs in between DJs. So there's a reason for that. So if like we don't like some of their music, you don't have to sit outside for 45 minutes and smoke cigarettes or weed or whatever. You just have a little taste.
Okay, I fixed it. I think I finally fixed the setup so I can see myself and I can see you. Or I just felt weird. Like I don't do this stuff. Like I I just do website stuff, and so also I don't know. I'm not really an interview person, but I guess it's time. So
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how to talk about. I'm not really an interview person either. It's just part of people. When you do something interesting, people want to hear about it, and so we're putting on an event that's interesting. And people want to hear from you about it. So it's just something like that. That's about
what I
it.
said in the first place was I'm most excited about being with my friends. That's what I'm excited about. Being together with the people that I care about and just having a fun time, listening to music, and that truly is what I'm most excited about.
Me too. That's the. I think that sums up having a good time at Walpurgis, a Walpurgis event, or even at your home, a Walpurgis event is getting together with like-minded people. Before I did these events, I always liked doing Walpurgis, like having a barbecue and having friends over that were like-minded and having some drinks and conversation and stuff like that. So it's very similar to what you're saying, just getting together with friends and having a good time. How about you, Lucy? You celebrate Walpurgis all the time?
Oh yeah, with you guys.
Wonderful.
But it's always like you said, it's like our holiday, like Christmas comes around, I'm like, bah humbug, that sucks. Ill. And then while Purgatory Rock comes around, I'm like, hell yeah. It's our time of the year.
That's great. So Sharon,
And like I know me and Sharon were talking about doing a video, kind of like talking more about Walpurgis, not what is the Witches Sabbath and how come it's such an important holiday to us. So that's something to look forward to.
well, okay, great. Then she's going to do an interview at some point with you. That's good. Maybe you could tell us some of what you think about Walpurgis right now, Sharon. Maybe it's a special holiday to you. I think it is. You put a lot into this event. I know that.
Yes, well, it's more than just a party night for me. It's a family thing. It's when Anton announced and started the Church of Satan, and so in a way, it's just, to me, it just I think about my family, and I'm still in mourning, so I miss my family a lot, and I'm happy that they left a day for us to all celebrate something and make it fun, and just everything that Anton did to create this new world that we all live in. We wouldn't all wear black, there wouldn't be a hot topic, there wouldn't be, I don't think there would be goth bands or metal bands like there are now. He just created a whole world for us to live in, and it's a different world than it would have been if he didn't do what he did. So I'm just grateful for that, and that we can spend a night celebrating what we have and how we can just celebrate these things and not let it be looked down upon. He made it normal. He made it okay to be us.
Yeah,
I love that, Sharon. You did a great. She did a great job explaining that. That's beautiful.
of course. I've been working with Sharon on this for, well, even since last year, but I know how much you put into it and how much you care about doing this event and doing it proper, having it represent Anton's work and his memory and everything that you've, put into. I don't want to. I don't know about Satan. You could say Satanism or what we do here, but everything you've put into your own life, like the websites you've built, the empire you built, you do a lot of work, and it's good to have a day to appreciate it like that, because that's how I look at it. I do look at it as a party, though, but a party because that's what Satanism represents more than anything, is to have a good time, have fun. I think it's a fun thing. Pleasures of the flesh. That's me, though. Shh. Don't say too much. I'm going to be just as quiet. We could be uncomfortably quiet here. Come on, Lucy. Say
I
something.
like to be quiet. I said I would chime in when appropriate. You guys talk.
And I think it's like part of just being a Satanist, like we love life. We rejoice in the fleshy life. So it's like everything that we love all condensed into one little thing. And I think the thing too is like we're always working on like building our empires and building all this stuff. Like this is actually the time of the year that we get together and just like celebrate the fruits of our labors too.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I like coming to LA. I like being in LA. And
yeah.
I think anyone who's going to be in attendance is very lucky to be in attendance for the event. And I think the price of the tickets is very cheap. $30 is very cheap to get into something like this. But I've done a lot over 30 years as far as events go, and this event is really a special thing. It's like a personal type of thing. It's like what Sharon's talking about, getting together with her friends. It's like you're able to come into our living room almost, be it that we're doing bloody burlesque and satanic rituals, but that's just like a living room. That's what Lucy Vaughn's doing later tonight, actually. It's just another Thursday night to Lucy. She's getting ready for the satanic bloodbath ritual right now.
Yeah, it's totally normal for me. We do that every day.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like, we're doing this event, people are like, you can't do it on a
People
Tuesday.
that don't do that. People that don't do that are weird.
That's right. They're the weirdos.
People that don't do that, they're weird.
Right. We were talking about this, like it's going to be on a Tuesday. That someone was like, we can't do it on a Tuesday. You got to do it on the weekends. I said, I don't really think that's true. I think most Satanists they do what they want. We'll take the day off. Or I know like the LaVeys never knew, Anton and them didn't have a clock or calendar. They didn't know what the fuck was going on with time. When I deal with Carla, she has no clue as to what day it is or what time it is. And I think that's the coolest. And I went quite a long time. I think 2 decades before I understood what year. I was like with my old partner. I'm like, what year is it again? So I'm not joking. I didn't know what year it was for most of my marriage, so I was like, that's good. And so that's why I say I don't think we recognize a Tuesday. I think really cool people are going to be at the event because it's on a Tuesday and Wednesday. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah. Most
I don't know.
definitely. And I like too what you were saying too, like it's our holiday. It doesn't really matter what day it falls on.
That's right. People take Christmas
It's
off.
that day's celebration.
Yeah, people take off their holidays. We should be taking ours seriously too. And I don't like to say ours or we all the time with this stuff, but it's the truth. We all seem to get together and under certain umbrellas, and this should be one of them, most certainly. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the event. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the ritual. It's going to be a fun time. The robes I'm making are really cool. You know, I know Sharon's got a cool. She's been working on since last year. So I'm really looking. That's what that and the bloodbath grill. I don't know. I'm looking for the whole thing. So I can't really pick
The
out
whole
what.
thing's gonna be off the charts.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see your stuff, your merchandise, and your stuff, and Sharon's too. I know you guys are working on some really cool stuff, and then your books as well, right? We're gonna have them there.
Yeah, we're doing. Oh yeah, we're doing a fashion show. So I'm gonna show off some of the stuff I've made. Look at the. Wait. Look at the side of this fucking thing. Look at the back. It's a great fucking piece. I don't care what you say. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to showing off some of the stuff I work on, the fashion stuff I work on. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have a cool fashion show. So I guess I should say I'm looking forward to that,
The
but I'm
Miss
not.
Satanic Witch competition or the Miss Satanic Witch Beauty Glamour Contest.
Oh
That's
yeah, we're gonna have that too.
There we go. There we
We're
go.
gonna get together for that. And I think who we're gonna have? We're gonna have as judges. I think the Dark Mark's gonna be there, and then Nicole Six. She's gonna be there helping judge the pageant. I'm gonna be there helping judge the pageant.
Lucy's Miss Satanic Witch
fun.
from last year, so it's like that's funny. You see what's happening here, everyone. It's midnight in Chicago, and we're just waking up. This is when the vampires are waking up. We're just like, oh yeah, now we're Miss Satanic Witch. That's right.
I didn't have my espresso and I didn't eat. I just woke up really late and I just here. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're doing fine. You're doing great. And Miss Satanic Witch is a good time. And oh yeah, last year was great with that stuff, and the ritual was really cool. I remember that. It was like it was really magical because it was like I usually when doing events I know what the hell's going to go on, and Sharon just came out, and her the people the women doing the ritual with her came out. It was just really strong from the moment they came in to boom they did it. It was great. Wait, let me see.
It was good. That was good.
It was great, yeah. Yeah, so this year's going to be. It's going to be better. That's what I'm going to say. I try not to say better all the time.
Are we gonna have goats? I know there's talk of goats. Sharon has goats, right? Sharon, you got goats?
I would like to bring the goats.
I don't want the goats there because they're going to steal all the fucking attention. Everyone's going to be playing with the goats. No one's going to see the robes I made. Sharon's going to do the ritual to know people. She's going to be like, we're doing the ritual. Where's everyone? They're upstairs with the fucking goats. The black metal band's going to be like, why is no one here? They're taking pictures with the fucking goats. They'll be the hit of the party.
No goats will be harmed. No goats will be harmed.
Well, that's without saying. You know, who would no one that's a real Satanist would hurt a goat like that.
There are mascots.
What the fuck is this person saying in the text? Who the fuck is this? The legend. Shane looks like he's on some tacky porn set. Costume designer. I don't think I'm far off. You ain't far on either. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Oh, I see you're getting turned on my chest hair. What? Want more?
Yeah, baby.
Want more? Fuck. Anyway. Yeah. The goats. Oh, I did an event once. Someone cut a head of a chicken off, and it's a satanic ritual, but he was a chef. I know Sharon's a vegan, so that's like not even cool. But this person was a chef, so he brought it outside, and he made a chicken salad out of it later that evening. And I know I shouldn't even bring that up with the vegan in the room, but everyone was like outraged because that happened, they're yelling at me, how could you do this? It's not satanic, you know. But those people ate chicken salad sandwiches too. So it was just the way it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any Satanists are going to hurt animals for a ritual that I know. No one that's part of the Church of Satan or the anti-LaVey Satanism, I should say. You know.
My dog is whining. She's not used to me not paying attention to her for 5 minutes. Cassie, do you want to get on YouTube?
Yes.
She wants to get on YouTube.
Look at that little baby.
Come on, Cassie.
Aww. How old is she now, Sharon?
She's 3.
Sharon, how old is she? Oh, I remember she was just a baby when you guys got her.
Yeah, you were there when we found her. You were at her house hanging out when I found her, and Stanton's like, that's the one.
We went and rescued her, huh?
Yeah, I guess she was in a bad place, and that's what the guy said that had her. He rescued her from a bad place. So that's the story in there. And she was born on Christmas, so she's Cassie Christ.
Was a very cute
That's
puppy.
Awesome.
Always a puppy to me. It was very lot smaller when I met. That's a puppy. But Sharon has to. Go ahead, Lucy.
We're having other events too after. It's like a 3-day event, right? We're doing a 3-day event with the meet and greet after the day after.
Well, the day after we're doing a book signing and somewhat of a Q&A, and that's open to the public. But we're doing a VIP pass. You know that we're doing 3 things. We're doing something like that. But that's between us and the VIP holder. You can see some of the stuff on Baphomet X where we're selling the tickets and the Eventbrite link, and Sharon has that stuff listed. And yeah, the VIP ticket, you get a lot of stuff, like a piece of artwork, a signed photo from Sharon. It's a lot. You have to go look at the list. I can't read. I can't remember everything. It's so much.
The whole goodie bag.
It gives me an irritation. It's too much already. It's too much. It's too much for what we're charging. It's actually should be $500 more. I'm not even kidding.
No, and that's the thing though. That's the stuff that people are getting in their gift bags. Like it's gonna go up in value.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like that's historical memorabilia stuff that's going to go up in value.
We're doing a book signing. Sharon has Sex God. It's really cool. Go on Baphomet and see. And this one here is probably cooler. I don't know. I'm joking. It's a very good book is what I'm saying.
Sharon, can you tell us a little bit about your book that's coming out?
Yeah. It's everything in the book are things that either Diane, Stanton, or I have collected over the years. There are a lot of photos, nude witches. There, I believe, are 3 vintage magazine articles, and some other stuff. There is a picture of Anton that is nude from the waist down. So
I guess this is cooler. How dare me say
that alone is worth getting the book.
How dare me say my book was cooler? How dare me?
And there's a story that Diane walked in when the photo was being taken, and he didn't tell her that he was going to be showing his junk for the men's magazine shoot, and she walks in and he's naked, basically, with his junk out, and he's like smiling, having a good old time. So that picture's in the book.
That's great.
I've heard a lot of stories about that picture. I can't even tell them though, so I can't tell them.
Okay.
I can't. Well, I've just heard it from I've heard stories that I don't feel comfortable talking about. But it's an infamous photo is what I'm trying to get at, and it's a rare commodity. So that makes the book worth the money right there. Is right. I can't wait to get a copy.
I'm excited to get that one. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good stuff. Good stuff.
And
Your book
Stanton
has a lot of good
wrote the
stuff in it too.
introduction to the book, and it's really great. When he read me the introduction he wrote, I felt like it was some of his best writing. I was really proud of him. And so that I did the cover. I did the cover art, and I'm adding additional stuff to the book now that it's taken so long to get out. I want to make it worth it to the people that have been waiting for it. I'm adding more pictures, more nude witches, more magazine articles. So up until my deadline, I'm going to add as much as I can.
It's really cool.
Yeah. And I know you guys have so much cool stuff from Anton and the Church of Satan and like so much interesting stuff. So I'm excited to see what you put in this book.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are we gonna go? Hey, I want to talk about the VIP a little more, but I don't know what I could say about it. But I think we're gonna go to a cemetery.
It's really like a 3D event. I was looking at everything. It's almost like a 3D event with everything added together. If somebody's going to all the book signing afterwards, the main event, and then is it dinner before, the day before?
We're not really sure about all that, but we do know that Witches Sabbath goes from the 30th to the 1st. So I sort of I make sure the event goes 2 days because it goes in. It's meant to go into the May Day, and so it's both days. For me, it's a celebration of both days. So like the 30th is more of a party day, and the 1st is more of more of the family dinner. Let's say Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Let's say. Even though I don't like to compare it to Christmas, it's how we have to do in this kind of marketing ways to compare it to something most people understand. We've had Christmas drilled into our culture, whether we like it or not. I hate Christmas because of how it is. I don't mind parties. I don't, but I just don't like that whole concept.
I remember what it was, Shane. It's the rehearsal, the VIP. It's they get to come for the rehearsal the day prior to the event. So that's why I think it's through.
Yeah, you're right. But
VIP is coming to the rehearsal the day before.
Yeah, but there's only like 50. Yeah, we only sell about 13 VIP tickets, so not many people are going to have access to that. Right, they're going to come to the day before. Right, have drinks with us or something. See what we're doing at the venue the night before. The best we could show them. Maybe we'll have snakes.
You were telling me about a story about like the last time you guys did a dinner with Carla, how she picked all the tell us.
That video is in your the video you did with me.
You said put it in there?
Yeah, so I put my camera. Okay, we went to this huge Chinese a Chinese restaurant in Chicago, and they have these. Carla, I'm like, what do we do? I wanted to go to an Italian restaurant. She goes, let's go to a Chinese restaurant. I go, why? She goes, they got these big round tables, and you get the big lazy Susan. I go, really? Everyone has that? She was right. I never knew that in Chicago. We go, and we had this huge table with like 30 people at it, and we had this huge lazy Susan on there. So I put my camera on the phone. And I spun it around to see everyone. It was great. But yeah, we go and like people show up and they think they're going to get to order their own meal or something. I'm like, no, Carla's going to order the food and we'll share it. Whatever's on the plate, we'll spin it around. You take what you want. And then if you want something, you put it on your own bill. And so Carla ordered all the food for everyone and didn't ask anyone nothing. Food allergies, nothing. She's just like, yeah, eel, this, because she loves Chinese food. San Francisco, imagine that. They have the best Chinatown in the world. I guess maybe in the United States, China probably has the best Chinatown. But it was great. Like it was great. The whole experience was just great. Like I said, how she ordered it, all that stuff was really cool. I hope to never forget that. Yeah, it was fun. Carla's fun though, and hopefully she shows up this year. But you never really know. I couldn't promise anything. And the thing with Carla is there's for me, the first event was an added expense because then I had to call out friends of mine to be security for her because and she's like, I don't need that, she didn't. Everyone loved her, but for me, the response, I'm not going to have that on my watch. I'm not going to have someone attacked her. She's in her 70s, so I made sure there was people that like my friends can break probably 30 people's bones in 30 seconds. So it's like they're fucking crazy. They're like training all day to break bones. That's what they do. So Carla had real great security, and everyone fell in love with her. Of course, it was a good time. She's fun. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, and that's
She seems awesome.
but
She's like a sweetheart.
yeah, but I gotta say Sharon has the LaVey spirit, not just in name, but like that guy. Like I explained, like meeting Anton, any of them, any of the LaVeys, they're like hip. They were like really cool, like you would see hippies be cool. But like it was like this. The difference between that is like I told you on your show, Lucy's like, or else you can't walk on them. You couldn't fuck with them. They'd be like, yeah, everything's cool. Let's do something. But you didn't want to piss them off. Get on their bad side. They have a wicked bad side. Hippies don't really have a bad side. They have a forgiving side. Then the LaVeys don't have that. They don't forgive. They don't forgive. They don't forget, and they'll get you back. They'll curse your ass. Your head will be chopped off. Ask Jane Mansfield. Oh, you can't. I forget. But yeah. I see Sharon very similar. When I went out to meet Stanton and Sharon, they're very, of course, they're from that family. So it's like it wasn't surprised. I was just like, this is cool. And so what I'm saying is like you hear the or else in what I'm saying, but they're fun people. And like I said, Carla was a fucking great time, and Sharon's a great time, and Stan was a great time, and all of them are a great time. You just don't piss them off, and you're not gonna have the opportunity to piss anyone off at this event, because it's gonna be too much fun, and you're not gonna want to get kicked out of there. And our security's serious shit. Like they're gonna hurt you. It's not like a if you step out of line, you're gonna get hurt. So I don't think anyone's gonna get out of line anyway. I think everyone's gonna come to have a good time.
Yeah.
I know that.
Sure.
I know that. I've been doing this for 30 fucking years, and I've never done anything in the satanic community that has been anything but fun. Especially when it's like, and I hate to say Church of Satan stuff, but it's like that's the name people know. Church of Satan shit. That's LaVey stuff. Anton's. Anytime I mix with that, we do those kind of events, it's always a great time. People come to have fun and just really participate in fun. It's not like it's not weird. It's not corny. It's fun. It's really good and fun. Claudia's calling. Claudia, you got to hold on. I got no room. I got 3 people right now.
Sharon, what was your favorite part last year? Did you have a favorite part from last year?
I would say it was our ritual, because just the build up to when we came out and actually did the ritual, there was a lot of build up. And you helped me a lot. Thank you, by the way, Rachel. She was one of my sexy witch assistants, one of my best witches. It just felt really powerful. I didn't realize how powerful it was going to feel just in the air. Just the change of the atmosphere, and I got goosebumps. I don't know if everyone else did, but I did.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was very happy with how that came out. And
That
the
was
success of that.
That was the best thing. One of the best things. That was one of the best things to see. Is like I was the only one. Everyone forgot to. No one filmed it. It was that much, and people were taking photos. Everyone's like, "Holy shit!" So I'm like, I grabbed my camera right away and started filming. Like I'm like, no one's filming this fucking thing, and they were filming bands and everything. That's how everyone stopped in motion. It was almost like people froze once it started, which was really cool. And it was a vibe.
Yeah.
So I followed back, and I'm waiting to see Sharon's face, the reaction, because I'm just seeing the back of her head as she's walking backstage, and she turns around and she's like, "Yeah, that was great." She had a very satisfied look on her face, and so did Lucy, and everyone was really happy and proud of themselves, and they should have been. It was really cool.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, so everyone that was there was real lucky to see that. That's no joke. They could have paid $100 to be there, and they would have been lucky to be there because it's a historic. It's historic, but not only historic. You don't get to
really intimate. Like I felt like I was at home. Like I said earlier, the club we did it at is a close friend of mine. And he was a close friend of Stanton's, and it just felt like I was at home and all my friends were performing for me. And it was just wonderful.
Yeah.
I had just a magical time.
It was just like anything we would do any other night, but it was fun.
Yeah, and to be generous enough to share that magical time with people that maybe you don't know or are paying to get in is like I said, a generous act. And that's where I guess I see what we do here is a generous act. It takes people don't know how much time we spend on this. Sharon and I have probably put hundreds of hours into this year already. It's like a crazy amount of time, and you could pay $1,000 ticket. I don't think we'd make our money back as far as putting our time into it. So it's an act of love and hate. Okay, both. But
I didn't mean to be this dark right now. I think I turned off a light that was supposed to be on, but I guess
it looks great.
I'm in the dark.
I didn't mean to. I could say a lot of things too. I go on for 16 hours. I didn't mean to lose all my hair. I didn't mean to look like almost a mullet. I could keep going. Let's leave it alone.
Yeah, so I think for like the witch pageant, right? It's a talent show. So if anybody wants to come compete and put on a little talent show, they can.
The fuck you talking about talent show? There's no talent show. What the fuck is this? Lucy's trying to look and do the satanic work. She's trying to get a talent show going on. I never heard of no talent show. There's no talent show going on. No. I'm going to tell you something. No. I'm going to tell you there's no talent show going on. And we recruit everyone that does this. And we don't want you to submit band tapes. We don't want you to ask to perform. Please don't. We'll call you. Don't call us. No, we pick everyone that's there. Lucy was handpicked. She didn't just ask to be there. No, everyone is there because we ask. No, I don't want anyone. Please just don't. Because then you have to hear something like, no, we hate that. I hate it. So yeah, I don't know about no talent show. I mean, if you're going to do talent show.
It's not completely planned out, but I thought each contestant would be doing, I don't know, like a striptease.
Oh, you mean for Miss Satanic? You mean for Miss?
Yeah, for the Satanic.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's different. Well, you said a talent show. It's not. It's for Miss. Say the name of it. Miss
Satanic Witch Glamour Pageant.
There you go. That is what we're doing. It's not a talent show though, because everyone there is going to have talent. They have to jump through hoops, though, maybe. I guess, but yeah, you just scared the shit.
Something that they are, something that makes them a satanic witch.
I get it now. Lucy's like that talent show. I'm like, holy fuck, no. I'm thinking open mics.
Jay, calm down.
No, I'm starting to think open mics. People are going to come in and do some bad comedy. I'm like, oh no. You ever been to an open mic? You don't want to go. You'll hang yourself. I didn't want to.
Don't worry, me and Lucy have this under control. You don't worry, Shane.
Yeah, thank you. Miss Satanic Witch is going to be great.
Did you see him? He was freaking out right now. I was like, oh my god.
Right. I was like, oh my god, fuck that. I don't want. That's why someone's like, how do I submit? Someone's like, I know a band. I'm like, stop right there. Don't want it to hear it. We'll find them. We'll find them. They don't need to find us. And that's all I mean by that. But Miss Satanic Witch is, like you said, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy that.
They have to showcase their witchiness.
Yeah.
That way we know who's the best Miss Satanic Witch.
Could someone give me some hair advice out there? I need some hair advice. I'm getting like Sharon now. The light's on too bright. Let me turn off the light.
Or just do like Anton LaVey and just shave it off for Walpurgis.
Oh, that's way better, that lighting. That's way better. No, I'm not going to shave. Maybe. I don't know.
Can I go put on better light, or is that going to move? Am I good in the dark?
You're good in the dark. It's great. I wouldn't sweat it.
Okay.
You look satanic.
Who's fucking talking down here? Listen to this, what they're saying. You have to juggle
What's going
chainsaws
on?
or you are yeah, you have to juggle chainsaws or you are immediately disqualified. Real chainsaws, that's right.
That's a good one.
I bet the
Hey,
pony
and it
stuff.
really will be a blood fest.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't have to worry about it now. I've been told I'm out of the picture with that, so I'm not going to. Yeah, Claudia, you can't hop on. I just can't fit more than 3 people on. That's the problem. I don't know how to do that real quick. But Claudia wants to hop on. Claudia's a really good.
I can go get the raffle ready and let her come on.
Okay, you want to come back then in like 10? How long is that going to take?
Not long. I just have to print out names and cut them up, and I'll come back.
What's not long mean? Like 15 minutes?
Yeah, 15. Just when you're done, when you're ready, when you're done with Claudia, or when
15 minutes. I'll see you in 15 minutes.
All right.
Peace. You staying there, Lucy?
Yep. I'm here.
All right, let me do this, Claudia. Look at this. I'm doing it. Boom. There you are, Claudia. Where are you? You're on, Claudia.
I'm here.
I wish we could see you.
Yeah, well, I still have those things that need to keep private.
I see. So how are you, Claudia? Help me with this book.
I did, didn't I?
That's right. Without Claudia, I wouldn't have gotten this book as cool as it is.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Sharon. Nice to meet you.
No, this is Lucy you're talking to.
Oh, I thought that was Sharon. I can't see anyone now, so.
Yeah, you were in the green room. Sharon left to go do the raffle tickets, and Lucy did the interview. Did you see the Lucy Vaughn talk I had?
Yes, I did. I believe I was the first view on it.
Yeah, this is Lucy.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, Claudia helped me with this book, and she got a hold of me. Like they got a hold of me when they were 15. Asked me a question, but I don't know their age. And then they interviewed me at 16, and I'm going to do the interview because they got great questions. And then all these people give me grief, like, you're going to talk to a 16-year-old. How disgusting. And I was like, well, I don't think so, because I'm not saying anything like, I'm not doing anything illegal. I answered questions about Satanism or books. I don't have a problem talking to anyone about. And Claudia can hold their own with an 80-year-old as far as intelligence. So there's where Claudia fits in. She's a Satanic scholar already.
Well, I'm glad I'm an 80-year-old now.
Yeah, yeah. So you got anything to say about this event, or you got anything to say to Lucy?
I look forward to seeing what you do for the Sabbath.
And next year, when Claudia's 18, they plan to come out to the Witches Sabbath.
Oh, awesome. So how is it working on the book with Shane, Claudia?
What did you say?
How was it working on the book with Shane? That sounds like a fun venture.
It was definitely a venture.
So it wasn't fun?
Oh, it was certainly fun.
Okay. There we go. It was an adventure and it was fun. That's it. That's what we know.
As Shane would say, it was a historical event.
That's right. Lucy's giving me.
Shane, I remember last year when we did the ritual, you were like going around, you were like, this historical event, I was like, we just do this all the time.
Well, I'm there.
Rituals all the time.
But I'm there. If I'm there, it's a historic event. That's true. So it's it's fortunate or unfortunate for you. You might not want to be pulled into this history.
Yeah.
But I'll pull you in.
Well, I guess the Infernal Church Special is now a historic event.
Well, you know that. You know it is. I can't help it. I made history, so it's like anything I do is a historic event. So I get to say that. Why wouldn't I?
I love it. It's awesome.
That's what gets. You can hate me all you want, but that's the truth.
They love you or hate you. Either way, they're talking about you.
That's right. That's right. And I'm happy with that. Claudia runs the
That's
Infernal
amazing.
Church. Have you ever been on Discord, Lucy?
Yeah.
Claudia runs something, helps to run something called the Infernal Church. And it's a bunch of younger people that are studying the dark arts. And it's a
I
really,
might want to check this out.
yeah, you do. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Get some, sounds like some satanic youth. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, Lucy Vaughn's a future cult leader. Well, she's probably a cult leader now. She's just not letting anyone know. You know.
I didn't like. I guess I fit the role of it because that's what people title me as a cult leader.
I didn't know that. See, I'm calling you a cult leader, and I didn't even know that. How about you, Claudia? You going to be a future cult leader?
I don't know. I don't think there are any really worthwhile cults anymore.
You got to start your own. The Infernal Church might be a cult soon. You never know.
It's already my playground.
Oh, that's great.
So tell me a little bit more about that. Like, what do you guys do?
Oh, it's basically an education server for Satanism and any occult subject.
That's so cool. That's awesome. So what's the last lesson you taught on?
Oh, it's not like any specific thing that gets taught on. It's just a continuous conversation about any sort of topic about that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come check it out.
Yeah, send the link of it in the YouTube chat.
Awesome. That's cool. It's very cool. So do you have any good stories to tell us when you were putting together the book with Shane?
Oh, there was this once where he missed a meeting. And then we were like, oh yeah, we bet he's taking a nap. He got on the next week and we were like, so where were you? Were you taking a nap? And he was.
What happened?
Well, he was taking a nap.
This is what the kids do with young old men. There's basically it's an ageist joke. They're ageists. Okay. God damn it! Looks like I got a mullet. It's ponytail time for me. That's what it is. I'm at the age of ponytails.
You could do the man bun thing.
Oof, no.
You could do the man bun.
No.
You might just have to pull the man bun off.
I hate
satanic corns. Do some horns.
doing this stuff is always a nightmare for me because I'm looking at myself and then I just think about myself, no one else. I'm like, what about me? What about me? What about me?
That's funny.
So, well, I got it. The story. I don't know. The stories I have about doing that book are so personal, or it was very cathartic, let's say. So it was very hard to do at times because there's a lot there, a lot to unpack, let's say, as they would say in therapy. So it's like I was happy to have these younger folks with their energy pushing me forward. Because there was a lot of times I wanted to keep napping, like a depression nap. That means 72 days laying in bed. And they wouldn't really let me do that. They were like, we're excited. Let's do this here. Let's do this. Here's some stuff. And they kept pushing it. So that energy is almost like it was a kind vampirism. I took that energy and ran with it. That's all I'm saying.
So you bled for the book.
Well, they bled their energy for me. They gave me their youthful energy, and it pushed me forward.
And it came out beautifully. Just the pictures in there alone are like priceless.
This is a great book. And Stan LaVey did the foreword to this book. So I love this book. There's no one else that's got. I could read you a lot, but there's no.
Can you read us the opening from Stan?
No, I'm not going to read that. Too much for me.
No,
Too emotional.
Book.
Well, it's online for free. You can find my Substack, and it's on there. But it's just too emotional. It's hard. There's emotions there. I became really friendly with Stan at the end, so it's like it's a bummer.
You know what I was looking at the other day that I really liked was that video you got to do with him, the last video.
Yeah.
Live
So
recording.
yeah, in
That
this
was a
book,
good one.
yeah, in this book, like I got the last interview, the complete interview, the last interview with Stanton, and right now I got the last interview with Carla, and Carla said she's not doing any more interviews. She did a 5-6 hour interview with me, and all that's in that book. So that's what's bigger than when it says the founding of the Satanic Temple. Like that's a small part of it. It's really fucking historic. It is. Come on, who else got the last? Who else could say they got the last interview? You know, all these kind of things. No one. I got that. But I did a lot of work to get that. You know, I did a lot of work to go get those things. Getting a LaVey interviews are not easy. You know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, and the bragging point there is, you know, maybe you hear a lot of bragging point, but I did a lot of hard work, and that's what I'm proud of. You know, that to get those things, it didn't just fall into my lap. I did a lot of work to be invited into Anton LaVey's home, and I did a lot of work to ingratiate myself with any of the LaVeys to get them to talk to me, or anyone in the, you know, did a lot of work to start the Satanic Temple. So, you know, I want that. I want my money. I want my roses. What do the kids say? I want my flowers. And so, and if people aren't going to give them to me because they don't like me because I do what I do, I'll give them to myself. And that's what that book is.
That's your gold.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Claudia, I see you muted your mic. What?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that I got that. I made sure that the eugenics chapter was in that book.
Yes, you did. You made sure of another chapter too, the one where we call the Secret Service, right?
I believe that was me, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so check. That's good. This is good. So the person I had working on the edit, okay, I thought it was hilarious because it was like, first of all, English was their second language. So I'm like, hey, you want to do the editing? You know, because I'm a weirdo like that. But then they had a political agenda I didn't really sniff out right away until, you know, and I started to when I was already in the process of publishing the book. And then when I get the book back, it's riddled with really poor, really the first edition was like an art edition or mock copy. And it's riddled with the typos, really bad typos. But then when I read through it, I'm like, there's chunks of sentences missing. There's paragraphs that take the context of the conversation and move it somewhere else. And I'm like, what a fucking asshole. Like, for me, I follow the vibe of a book. I'm not going to try to recontextualize it because I want to paint it in a different way. That's like what modern journalists do, or journalists, some journalism, some news stations would do. So I just want the book to lay flat in some sort of truth, or stand tall in a truth, I should say. And Claudia has an integrity like that as well. You know, they're like, let's put this in there, let's put this in there. And I would ask why, and they had a good reason for it. Or, you know, I don't know, I just feel it should be in there. And which is a good answer too. I don't know is probably the better answer. And so, yeah, the stuff that Claudia wanted in there, the person I was working with didn't want it in there. And the person I was working with was like, why are you working with these kids? I'm like, because they're the checks and balances of all this. And I could see it right there when Claudia's like, this should be in there. And the person that was editing is like, no, it shouldn't. I'm like, it's in there. There's something. But that's heavy stuff, because if you read those, Claudia's a troublemaker. The stuff that Claudia wanted in there is heavy stuff, really dark. You know, talk about eugenics. You know, it's heavy stuff, and it's shocking stuff. So shocking. So the book was on sale on Amazon, the hardcover, and all of a sudden, like, I think Elon Musk retweeted something I said, and so I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sell 1,000 fucking books. This is payday. And I look, and the Amazon book has it says no longer available. And I'm like, what in the fuck? So I tag Amazon right away. I write in the comments like, the fuck is going on? And I tag the Amazon people in Twitter, and they write publicly right away, we'll check on it. And they said they put it back on sale right away. But then they said someone had wrote them and said it was a bootleg book or something like that. It was there. I didn't own the copyrights to it, which I do. And so it was taken down for a day or two. And then check this out. So I do I just want to get the ebook out because it's only $6, $6.66. It's not. This is $36, and so the ebook is, I think, easier to distribute. Easier for people to read. And so I get that in distribution, and it was rejected, and I'm like, how could this be rejected? I talked to the publisher, and they're like, oh, we go through a third party. I'm like, yeah, and they said it's obscene. The content is obscene content. I go, how could that be? It's only words. There's no photos in there. There's no pornography. There's obscenity is usually deals with pornography, stuff like that. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And they're like, well, we don't have any control of it. And I go, well, you better have some control over it because I'm going to publicize this and you're going to look bad because you're basically, and I believe it was an AI thing, or someone that's I wrote them. I said it's either AI or someone being discriminatory, and either way, I'm gonna publicize this, and it's just gonna help me sell more books, and it's gonna put you out of business. And they reverse course right away when you fight back like that, and of course now it's the ebook is now in global distribution. It should start hitting Amazon and stuff in the next week or two. But that I get that harassment all the time with this stuff. It's not been easy to put any of this stuff out. But that's like the breaks, when you do stuff as, most people who are publishers or producers of podcasts, they come from wealth. And so they're able to produce things on a level that most scrubs can or working class people can't. So our stuff is always going to look like almost amateur. And without resources to fight back, stuff like that, it's easy for people to harass you in a way that people with money don't get harassed. And I get a lot of grief from the Satanic Temple people. Because I beat the shit out of them. And I went. I think that's in the book too. I worked with the Arkansas right-wing Christian conservatives to fuck them over in court. But that's what I'll do. I'll work with anyone to get my enemies back. I'll work with my enemy to get my enemies back. Sometimes you got to have revenge.
Yeah, I do remember reading a little bit in there, like when I got skimmed through it, when I seen it, the eugenics part and then the Secret Service part. I was like, it was good stuff. Good stuff.
The Secret Service stuff, please don't say anything more on that one. That one's a hot one. Yeah, that's right. And Claudia made sure all that was in there. I believe all of the heavy stuff that's in there. Claudia's like, hey, this should be in there. This should be in there. So it was really funny. And I loved it. I love that kind of stuff. And I'm glad because I was really, I went through a hard time the last 5 years psychologically. I went through a lot of change, life change, lost a lot of things. Like let's say you go through a natural disaster and your family dies in it or something like that. You lose everything. That's sort of what I went through. And so, and doing anything with this stuff it was not easy because there's so much. I wish I could even speak the stuff that happened. It's really fucked up and cult-like and oof. People are asking for problems from me. Anyway. And so it was real hard to do the book. It was like you could say triggering at times. So it knocked me out, of service here and there. And it was real hard not to go get fucked up on drugs and alcohol doing it, because that's been my old, get high or whatever. That's that's what I've done for most of my life. So I didn't do that though. I didn't do anything like that. I just kept working on it, but it was hard. Yeah, it was not easy. But I'm proud of those moments, like the Secret Service call and stuff like that. It's like doing the book also was, like I said, cathartic, and moving back to Chicago was because I remembered who I was. And in Chicago, I remember, like, I'm a Chicagoan. And people talk a lot of shit about Chicago. I remember someone says, oh, you guys are all afraid of each other. I go, no one here is afraid of no one. The idea is like, and no one, I've never been hurt in Chicago. Now, tomorrow night I'll get hurt, right? But the idea is like, it's the same as like when I explained LaVey. And LaVey was a Chicagoan. Anton was born in Chicago. And it's the idea like you respect us or else. Like when I walk down the street, I got to give respect to my neighborhood, whatever neighborhood I'm walking through. I got to give respect at the bus stop, or else you could catch a bullet. You could catch problems. And so, yeah. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. Probably having a triggering out. I'm having a psychological issue right now. I'm gonna fall down and go have a nap.
Right? No, it sounds like you went through some real like spiritual things while writing that book. Confronting some real demons.
Yeah. I would consider myself an agnostic in the Carl Sagan sense of the word, where when you look at the universe and you look how small we are, I don't know what the hell's going on. But I don't know if I would say I'm a spiritual person, or I don't know if, those words, they have different meanings for people. So I'll take it. Just like if you go to Al-Anon or AA, they talk about God, and people will talk about, like they think it's a Christian God. Well, you could put Satan in there if you want. You could put yourself in there if you want. I've told someone, like, I can't go to AA because I'm a Satanist. I go, yeah, you can. You don't have to. You don't have to accept the God that's on your dollar bill. You could just put whatever God you want. You could have Mickey Mouse as your God. Just if it's a self-help group, it's a self-help group. Just go and take what works for you and leave the rest on the table. It's not that hard. Let me show more of my chest here. Let me show more of my chest here. Who's on there that said I was a porn guy? You want to know something, buddy? That's funny you say that. I worked in porn, and I work with all these.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I would do the porn events in Vegas. I work with Extreme Associates and all these Italian porn guys, and they would be like, I remember doing this one event, and with the Matt Zane and his brother, and the Zane brothers, and Zakari. He did Extreme Associates.
I remember them.
Yeah, so I'm with Zakari, and Zakari's father, Rob, Rob's father's like, Shane goes up in front. Shane's the lead, and because Rob's sitting on the couch, he's a big deal. He's all fucked up. So the Zane brothers are cousins of him, but they got smooth chests. They don't have no hair, and they're like, why is Shane go up there? Because he got the hair. He's got the hair. And they go, and I go, Matt, what's that mean? He goes, in Italian culture, that you're the bull. The more hair on the chest, the more of the bull you are. You're dominant. If you have a hairy chest, you're the bull. You're the boss. And I'm like, they make bosses just on hairy chests? He goes, yeah. If you got hairy shoulders and big all that hair, you're the bull. And I was like, oh, wow. And I got a hairy. So that's what I'm doing. When the guy said something, like he was making a joke about me being important, that's sort of what I was. It's laundry day. I didn't have a decent shirt. You want to know the fucking truth of it. So I'm like, I'm going to have to just go with what I got.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is Sharon going to be on soon?
No, I think Sharon. Oh, she's probably messaging me.
I was like, it's about time we get the tickets going.
I'm going to call her right here, live on the air. I swear I did a line.
At references.
Please leave your message for 3233.
Oof.
No privacy.
Well, that might just have to happen some other time. It's okay. We can just. It's okay. We don't have to play by the rules. Yeah,
there will be a winner.
Yeah, well,
there will be a winner.
Sharon's worked for 17 hours picking a winner now, so it's like puts a lot of.
Special.
She's a serious. She does a lot. Does a lot of work not to be anything but perfect. She does a lot of work on this stuff, everything. So I'm impressed. I'm really happy to work with Sharon. I've had a great working relationship with her, and to tell you, like, I would not have gotten to be friends with Stanton if Sharon wasn't in there trying to keep us from killing each other. And that ain't no joke. We would go at each other pretty good. I think looking back at those texts,
some of your older interviews with Stan, you can see Stan's personality. Like when it comes with men, he was very he was that type, not heads.
Yeah, well, with me and him, we definitely knocked head on.
You both are very dominant.
Yeah, we definitely went at it really hard, and it was a really unique situation, to say the least, because I don't really deal with that stuff as well as I did with him. But it was because of Sharon. She'd be like, this is family. You guys shouldn't act. There's a togetherness with this. In our community. you know, in what we're trying to do with Satanism and stuff. And so she continued to rile, you know, I mean, pulling the pit bulls and, you know, come on, doggies, you know, come on, you guys can do it. And I'm glad because towards the end, you know, we had a really open and decent relationship, you know, and I'm glad to have had that. You know, I'm glad that it didn't end in like bitter hatred or whatever. I mean, we did end our relationship the few years I was, you know, in bitter hatred, probably a handful of times. But nonetheless, I actually I had a lot of love for Stanton. He was I related to him in a lot of ways about being misunderstood, you know, and having the right intentions, but maybe not understanding how to express it. Same way I like to relate to Kanye West. He's got this big heart, similar, but he has an artist way of expressing it. It's provocative and it fucking hurts people's feelings and it shakes people up and they don't know how to take them. And so I relate to that. I relate to that as an artist, and Stanton was an artist like that, or you know, he was a lot of things, and he was a lot of things, and what he's known, what people go on and talk shit about from the Church of Satan, and these people talk shit about him, is the least of what he was. The least of what he was. His problems in his life were the least of what he was. He was a publisher and an intellectual. He's one of the smartest people I've met. And especially with the culture I'm part of, the underground culture, the counterculture, that's a culture that is from mouth to ear. It's not written in history books, but we are history. We do make history. We create the society that people take advantage of after we create it. We blaze the trails. And so he understood what that was. He understood, he could rattle off these names that only certain people understood. And it's not just satanic people, it's artists, it's journalists, it's writers, it's books. The books, you know, it's like that was a wealth of knowledge. And anyone who talks shit about that man should be, you know, like should feel shame if they're a part of an organization like the Church of Satan that didn't harvest that knowledge, didn't go and let's get his knowledge, let's get what he knows, because he knew a lot. And to let that go, I'm glad I went out there and got some of it. You know, interviewed him and like, hey, tell me more. Come on, tell me these books. Come on, let's talk. Let's record this, because that's important for the future. It's important for Claudia. What we do, that information, Claudia scoops it up, saves it, puts it. They really collect the information, and that makes it all worth the while. And it reminds me of me when I was younger, collecting all this information from all these hippies and all these people that are obscenely older than me. And I think about that a lot of times, like I'm like 40 years older than Claudia. And I think who's 40 years older than me? And I can't even think of anyone I was dealing with at her age that was 40 years older than me. And like Bill Ayers from the Weather Underground, he did some damage to the government, real good damage. And he's only 20 years older than me. And he's like a dinosaur to me. He's like a dinosaur. So I'm like, it must be so surreal for Claudia to deal with someone so much older, or it will be when they get, you know, I don't know. What will I know? I will not know. When they get to be my age, I won't be here. But in spirit, maybe, right, Lucy? If there's a spirit you talk about, maybe I'll be here in spirit, because I do. If I get a gravestone, it's going to say on the back, I'll get my revenge from beyond the grave. Because if there's a spirit world, if I'm able to, all you motherfuckers watching are going to pay. I'm going to get you. I'm going to come into your house as a spirit, and I'm going to fuck you up. So just know that if there is a spirit world, I'm going to get your ass. I'm just going to look through the Twitter comments in the spirit world. I'll be scrolling through my spirit phone. I'm going to visit you today, motherfucker. You're going to have some fucking hard time. Guess what? I'm going to introduce your wife to the guy she's going to leave her. Ha! I'm going to be that spirit. I'm going to be really fucking.
Little devil.
You better hope
No, I
there's not a
think it's
spirit.
so important that the youth is able to like carry on that spirit, you know?
All right, Claudia, see you later.
Bye.
Sharon, hold on.
Yay,
Hey.
Sharon's back.
Head to the right, watch this. Boom. Boom! Boom! There she is. I'm doing it. This is working. How you doing? You look great. Look at you with that great smile of yours.
I'm back. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got everyone in the raffle, so I have everybody's names in my witch hat.
All right, the raffle's happening. I knew this would happen. I knew this wasn't good. I knew it would.
Okay, should we do it now then?
Yes, you're very determined, and I want to get this off your plate. You've been working on this for 16 hours and 14 days.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you when you put this stuff forward, you do a lot of work at it. It's, you know, I would listen. If I'm doing a raffle, I probably would have just went like, all right, I'm just picking this person because they're cool, and I would just lie, cheat, and steal.
I'm doing things fair.
Let's hear it. Let's hear who's good.
So I have this poster. It is this Angela LaVey poster. It's from the Complete Witch, when the Complete Witch first came out. So it's a publicity headshot poster. There's that. And then you can see he's wearing the power symbol, his power symbol medallion. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then I have this medallion that's on Baphomet X that you can also buy if you go on Baphomet X. So those are the two items that the winner will get. And so here's my witch hat.
Let's see that witch hat.
Oh, this isn't the one that people will get with the VIP passes. This is my main witch hat. It has like a veil too, so.
I love you have a main witch hat. I have my main witch hat. I've got my Sunday witch hat. I've got my Thursday witch hat, but this is the main witch hat.
Yeah. I got my best witches. I got my main witch hat. Okay, so here's everybody's name. So it's real. All of your names are on there. Anyone that bought tickets?
Yeah, let me tell you, Sharon spent all day like, give me all the names. I need all the names. I'm like, just use half the names. Who cares? No, I have to have every name, every single person. I got to have it all. Oh. Anyway, I'm glad you did that, though. It's
I don't mess around. I do things right.
You don't.
So.
You don't.
And I know she was even handwriting them for a little bit, like all the names.
Uh-oh.
What? What do you say?
She said you were handwriting. You were just.
Handwriting them, like down the
I
names
wanted
to drawing, but
to. I was going to write everyone's names in cursive, but I just had to print them out. Dang it. All right, so I'm going to pick somebody.
Drum roll.
I'm not looking. Okay, here we go. This is the winner. Okay. This person wins.
Greg Kramari. Is that how you say it? Kramiri? How do you say that, Lucy?
Greg Kramer, the second, maybe?
Greg Kramer, the second?
Yes. So that's who wins.
There you go, Greg. I hope you bought a ticket to the event, because now you got to pay $30 for a ticket if you didn't get one last night. Because you got to pick up the prize at the event. Anyway, I'm glad. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for sharing the
Yay.
The e-flyer. I appreciate that. I do. And I hope more people will share that flyer, because on the 30th, I'm going to give one of these posters away. And I sell them for $250. Signed by Carla. How do you see that? Can you see the fucking...
It's so pretty. I love the colors on there.
Thick. And screen printed, hand screen printed. It's a very good, it's a solid collectible. Yeah. Anyway, you got anything else to wrap this up? My legs are, I've been standing all this time. I'm ready to go to take a nap.
I feel you there.
I'm ready to take a nap, and Claudia's going to make jokes. You got anything to say? Hold on, Lucy. You got anything to say? I'll let you sign out. You got anything? Nothing to say?
We'll see you at Walpurgis, the witches' rendezvous,
Oof. That's right.
where he raised the devil.
All right. Talk to you later, Claudia. I mean, Lucy.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Lucy.
Wait, here we go. And let me see this. Claudia's in the room to say hello to you, Sharon. You there, Claudia?
Hi, Claudia.
Claudia has her mic muted. You got anything to say about the Witches Sabbath as we sign out here tonight? Sharon?
Oh, yeah, just go buy tickets and I'll see you guys there.
That's right. Los Angeles, April 30th and 1st. And thanks, Sharon. Thank you for
They're
everything.
on Eventbrite, or if you want, you can go to baphometx.com/events for an easy link to go find where the tickets are.
And then there's Walpurgis Gathering on Instagram. And that has a link that has a link to this right now, but it will have a link to Eventbrite or Baphomet X, one or both. We'll do something like that. So that's another place.
And thank you everyone for bearing with me. I'm not used to this like YouTube live stuff. I'll do better next time.
Oh, you did so great. You did so great, Sharon. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Shane.
I really appreciate all the hard work you do, and I really appreciate your standards are so high. I've been losing weight recently, and working with Sharon is not. I'm losing more weight. She really puts the fire to my heels. Get working, get going, move. So I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Sharon. And anyone else going to say some shit in the chat? You want grief? Want grief? No, okay. I love you all. I do. And I probably hate you all too. All right. Are we done, Sharon?
I guess so.
You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Buy tickets. Buy tickets. We sold a lot.
I guess that's the last thing.
Yeah. Fall over. Peace. Hail Satan.